between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The Browns at 6-5 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
To throw is Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw, Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it, because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown! David Njoku with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 25-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Pickett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Back to throw, Pickett. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
He rifles one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT.
And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And some room to run now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Off of play action, it's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. From the 50, it's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. Wide open receiver, complete. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And a nice call and really good execution there, because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle, perhaps. You know, you don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Watson off play action. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
Back to throw here. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Faking the give. Now Watson rolling to his right. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now Watson going to sneak it.
No signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Pickett back to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Open man, completes it to Claypool.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
12 more yards there and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Pickett to throw on first down. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That swung out wide to Harris.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times.
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Trey Norwood. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Jeremy Ruckert,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the 45 on second down, Pickett completes this one to Pickens. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Pickett. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
Back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, 48 yards. And the Steelers have moved out in front. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
This one fielded at the 5.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 11. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
No timeout.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trey Norwood.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Steelers 28, Browns 14. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive? Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Watson on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
Now, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Here we go on 4th. Watson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Outright, he's got Ruckert.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Browns 14. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Back to throw, Pickett. That's caught left side, Ruckert with it.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon.
And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Pickett.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
From the 45 on second down, Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
This was a very close ball game.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. Ain't sold 1 million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Sit down with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Sit down with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up.